This video looks at making decisions in a program when there is more than two options. Okay, and what we're doing is we use this thing called ELIF. So sometimes we want to check if a value is right or wrong, but sometimes there are numerous options. So sometimes you'll get more than just two options and two different things that can happen based on a choice being made. It tends to happen a lot in menu systems. So in a menu system you have got lots of options. So you can have file, open, you could have open, you could have new, you could have save, you could save as, print. All these things are different options, so we have to find a way of making sure that we've got the ability to carry out all of these different options. So inside Python, what they use is they use ELIF. If you've coded at all before, this is the equivalent of a case switch statement. So the layout of it, you can see here. We have got if and then whatever the comparison is to start off, our colon, and then we indent slightly, and any statements relating to this if comparison being true are placed here. Then we have ELIF, so that's like else if the comparison, another comparison is made. If that matches, if it's true, we carry out the statements here. And then we have another ELIF, else if. So again, we're making a comparison. If that's true, the statement under here would be carried out. And then we have the else section. So the else section is for anything else that we haven't actually caught in the menu. So if somebody enters the wrong value, for instance, we've got a statement that catches that too. Okay, so we'll have a little look at an example here. So this one here, we have got my name, the date, and just a simple program. So we're printing out welcome to the ELIF program and then a blank line. And then I have num equals, and I'm casting it straight away. I've chosen to make it a float, but I could just as well have made it an int. An int might be better given that it's just whole numbers. So we've got input, the keyword input, so that will take whatever the person types in and it stores it inside num. And then we're saying if num is equal to 1, print out you chose 1. If it's not equal to 1, we come down and we check the next one. ELIF num equals 2. If it's equal to 2, we write out you chose 2. If it's not, we check the next one. ELIF num is equal to 3. If it's equal to 3, we write out you chose 3. If it hasn't matched 1, 2 and 3, we try the next one. And we check to see if it's equal to 4. If it is, we write out you chose 4. If it's not, we check the next one. So the next one we check to see if the number is equal to 5. If it is, we print out you chose 5. If it hasn't matched with any of these, what happens is we run the else part, and the else part will just print out incorrect number chosen. So here's an example of it. Welcome to the ELIF program. Enter a whole number between 1 and 5. I've typed in 33. So 33 does not match 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. So the else statement picks it up and it just prints out incorrect number chosen. So here's another example, days in the month example. Okay. So again, it's just another example of using ELIF. So this time we have got month equals input. Please enter month of the year in a 3-letter format. For example, Jan, Feb, and so on. And then we've got if month dot lower. So remember, dot lower will just force whatever's been typed in to lowercase. So it's going to compare whatever's been typed in to Feb. And if it matches, we write out there are 28 days and 29 in a leap year. If it doesn't match Feb, we come down to Jan. We compare in lowercase whatever the person has typed in to Jan. If it matches, we print out there are 31 days. If it doesn't match Jan and Feb, we come down to March. And we have ELIF, month dot lower, so we're making whatever the person's entered go down to lowercase. And we're comparing it against Mars. So if that matches, we print out there are 301 days. Typo here. So print out the correct number of days. Then if it doesn't match these first three, we come down to the next one, and we keep going and going and going until it matches one of these options from January to February. If it doesn't match any of them, it goes down to the else, and it prints out you entered a wrong month. Okay, so this next example is just a bank, a simple ATM bank program, and this time what we're going to do is we're going to give the users a menu, so they get to choose a menu option. So here we have it. Oops. So I've got the author, the date, and what the program's about. Now at the top here I've got balance equals 800. So that's the starting balance for the ATM. The overdraft is equal to 0. So we've got the balance and we've got the overdraft. And then we're printing out some options. So welcome to the banking app. Print display balance. Print 2 for add funds. Print 3 withdraw funds. Print 4 overdraft available. And then I'm using the keyword input. So whatever the person inputs, I'm going to store it inside choice. So I'm asking them to please enter a choice from the list above, 1 to 4. So they choose option 1, 2, 3 or 4, and depending on what they choose, we carry out a specific task. If they choose option 1 is just to display the balance. So printing a blank screen and then print out your current balances and then balance. If it doesn't match 1, you come down to the next one, and if the choice is equal to 2, the choice for 2 is to add funds. So we have to get how much they want to add first. So we prompt them, please enter the amount to add to your account, and we're casting it as a number, so we're casting it as a float, and we're storing it inside add. Then we're saying the new balance is equal to the old balance plus what you're adding, and then we print out your current balance is, pound sign, and then whatever the new balance is. And then we have got, on the next slide, we have got option 3. So option 3 is to withdraw money. So I'm using a variable called remove, and whatever they want, amount of money they want to take out of the account is stored inside remove. So I've got the keyword input, which will take whatever they have typed into the screen and store it inside remove. and I'm casting it as well to make it a number, the decimal point. So I'm saying balance equals balance minus remove. So our new balance is equal to the old balance, subtract however amount they want to withdraw. And then we print out your current balance is balance. If it doesn't match one of the top 3 options, we check to see if it matches 4. 4 is the option for an overdraft. So we've got print blank line and then print your current overdraft is, and then we're just using the word overdraft. So remember, the overdraft and balance were set up right at the very top of the program. If it then doesn't match any of the options 1, 2, 3 and 4, what will happen is it goes to the else and it just prints out incorrect option chosen. So it gives us the facility to have a sort of simplistic banking system. It'll only run once, it doesn't actually run more than once. It runs once and it will do whatever option the person chooses. What we suggest you do is go have a look at these examples, give them a try, make sure you understand them. If you don't, then ask me in class. Okay, and if you're then finished, move on to the exercises that are there.